Mike are in sync now. They're developing that chemistry once again because they've both been out a long time.
Yeah, and this backcourt, as Dylan Brooks breaks free for the dunk inside, this backcourt will be going, and you want to continue to build on that. You see Dylan Brooks right there with the nice cut, finishes it off with the dunk, slaps the glass a little bit. But that backcourt was really starting to round into form, so you're hoping that.
Finishing up his third season, they have got to make a decision. Jaren Jackson Jr., great secondary defender there with a block. Melton on the wraparound to Dylan Brooks, but Jaren Jackson Jr. will clean it up.
I just love the fact that Memphis is still competing, finishing with the layup on the inside. I love the competition level of these young guys.
Gobert, left hand, a little bit short on the second chance opportunity. Joe Ingles, they're going to need in the next round. He is 0 for 5, 0 for 4 on his triples so far. Didn't shoot well in the last game. Jaren Jackson Jr. fills it up, and it's down to 25. Welcome back once again, along with NBA champion Brendan Haywood, Joel Myers. 25-point game. This is the closest in about an hour for the Memphis Grizzlies. It has gotten away, and it got away early. And Donovan Mitchell, the catalyst early. Now the shot clock coming down on Jordan Clarkson. He's up to 19. No panic.
Joe was the right move.
Well, and that's a lucky number lately in NBA drafts. 13th overall. Jaren Jackson Jr. fills it up again.
Like I said,
24-point game.
Even though the game is a little out of hand, he is not settling. He's not just out there clocking and counting down the minutes. He's still trying to make an impact.
Boy, that's too easy for Jordan Clark. Good in the NBA draft and the second to last pick of the lottery. O'Neal shares it. Clarkson's got it. And everything else has fallen.
He's got it going now.
Let's face it, the first 12 minutes of play.
Oh, no, Donovan Mitchell's 28 weren't quite early on. Early on, They were really, really loud, and then the rest of his Jazz teammates just fed off his energy at that point.
There Gobert got the block.
That's game.
Cannot wait for a doubleheader tomorrow night on TNT. Clarkson, they can take their time inside of 8 to play. Why not? Rudy Gobert. Jordan Clarkson shared it.
And that's
They're not a big assist team, by the way, but that's number 26 for the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson just creates such a problem inside. He's been doing his thing, and now when he goes in the lane, as Memphis overreacts to him, he finds Rudy Gobert inside for the nasty dunk.
Ja sees it's Gobert. Good take. Didn't get the roll. Wanted the foul. Bogdanovich. Good transition D by Jaren Jackson Jr. And it'll still belong to the Utah Jazz with 7:05 to play. I'm looking forward to the matchup also in the Eastern Conference between the Sixers and the Hawks, because I think a lot of people are discounting the Hawks' chances, although they have as much shooting as any team still in the NBA playoffs.
Trae Young announced to the league that he's serious right now. Before he was scoring the points, the Hawks weren't winning, and people just thought it was a nice act. Now we're seeing that he's really serious, and that this Atlanta team is serious with all the offensive players that they have that can score the basketball. As Joe Ingles that's Bogdanovich blew the chippy right there.
By the way, Donovan Mitchell just sat down for the night, but if you joined us a little bit late, he put on a show in the first quarter. He extended the lead dramatically for them, to the point where it had to be frustration for a real young team, the youngest team in the postseason, Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. That's discouraging when you come out of the blocks and all of a sudden at the end of the first quarter, you've given up 47 points.
Well, most of the times teams take on the identity of their best player. And tonight, Utah took on the identity of Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell was businesslike, he was aggressive, and he attacked the paint in the first quarter and set the tone for how this game was going to be played, and his teammates followed.
9 dimes. That's a good Brendan Haywood. And now guess who's back in the game? Restoring some order. Donovan Mitchell.
Quinn Snyder's not playing any games. He doesn't want any miraculous comebacks to happen. He's going to get his star back in there and make sure that the Jazz close this game out right.
Beautiful pass. Royce O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell on the assist. He's got a double-double now. That's his 10th dime.
And Donovan Mitchell put a little bit of sauce on that one. The behind-the-back Royce O'Neal finishing off with the 3 from the top of the key. Right now, Utah they're just playing at a way higher level than Memphis.
Ja Morant denied. It's Melton and a beautiful corner 3. DeAnthony Melton, second round pick 3 years ago. So the first team in NBA history was 17 made threes in 4 consecutive playoff games. They lived by it all season long. It's paid off in the postseason, and it should continue. They know their roles. Jordan Clarkson picked up by Melton. Nobody stops the basketball, and he's going to the line looking for the three-point play. They say Donovan Mitchell got a piece of it. But everybody, when you look at the first 8 in the rotation for Quinn Snyder, Brendan, it's the ultimate when a coach has a group of veterans, except for Donovan Mitchell, where everybody knows what's expected, their roles, where O'Neal knows his, the guys like Ingles coming off the bench and Jordan Clarkson. It's the ultimate.
Everybody, a lot of times people think that coaching is about who can draw up the best plays, who has the magic clipboard. That's not the most important aspect of coaching. The most important aspect of coaching is getting guys to understand role definition. What is your job? How do you help this team win? Everybody on Utah knows their role. You're not going to see Royce O'Neal take shots that are out of character, or you're not going to see Rudy Gobert trying to force up jump hooks and things of that nature. That's not his game. Try to star in the role.
Yeah, they play within the scheme of things. And you said, what are their strengths? And they know it in Utah. Young man with the basketball,
Great
especially.
Oh, come on, Rudy.
Back at it.
Rudy's padding his own stats, trying to get some rebounds along with the bucket, but he took away a nice assist from my man Donovan Mitchell.
That's 13 on the glass, 13 boards to go along with 21 points for Rudy Gobert. Going to be Dylan Brooks. Got a triple.